Hey everybody, this is Marty Sleeville alongside Mitch Dyer.
Hi, Marty.
Hi, Mitch. We are talking about a really cool game today called Device 6.
Yes,
And,
I love it.
It is an iOS game. Mitch, how do we describe this game? Because every time someone says, what is it, I try to tell them and I fail.
Yeah, it's a video game, puzzle game, but it's also a book.
It's a book, yeah. So it's a puzzle game. It's set sort of in this weird kind of 60s Lost-style island.
You wake up, you don't know why you're there,
Yep,
what's
you
going
don't know
on.
what happened.
Lots of mysterious things are happening.
And so you're reading the story, but you're also sort of navigating the landscape as you do it.
Yeah.
And the way the text is displayed on the screen is sort of the geography of the island.
Yeah.
So you see our character Anna is walking down a long path, and so the text becomes a long string of text.
Also, this video, it's not broken. This is just the way the game is laid out.
The game, so obviously you're not going to be able to see this right now, but you are turning your phone or your iPad, you are continually turning it around. You have to twist it, you have to turn it. At one point you have to hold it up to a mirror.
Yep. Unless you can read backwards.
If you can read backwards, then you shouldn't be watching this video, you should be making lots of money on things.
I read that backwards. And
Did you really?
I'm still super poor.
Yeah, really. You are incredibly poor, actually. So you heard that right
who
now.
was that?
Yeah, I know. So you get these spooky sound tidbits. There's really good music at certain parts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the game is a story that a lot of times you're not really quite interacting with it. And then at the end of a certain, the game is divided into 6 chapters. And at the end of each chapter, you're going to hit a puzzle. You're going to hit a wall.
Yeah, and you don't even necessarily know it's there because you're reading the story and you're getting deeper into this weird, mysterious island, and then suddenly the chapter is over.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
well,
what do I?
Yeah.
All right.
And
what you have to do is, what you don't realize is all the stuff you've seen, like as Marty scrubs through this, the weird statues with letters on them, this kind of stuff like this is all leading somewhere. It all has a purpose.
And the game has this, astounding sort of typography. Like it looks super sleek. The prose is amazing. And just the layout of, you just see like the way that it's almost like you're looking through a window, and as you go on, the view kind of shifts.
Oh, this is the chapter with the mask.
This is the chapter with the mask. And so you get to this point, and Anna rounds a corner, and then you have to turn.
Boom!
And the text goes like this. And you're just like, what is, the first time you see this, you're
Marketing.
like, well, this is a bunch of nonsense.
UT4E2S. Yep.
That's secret. Half-Life 3 just got announced. And so you get to a certain point. What just happened? I hit that button. And so you find this mask. A weird sort of like a mask that you're going to a ball.
Masquerade mask.
Masquerade. With a QU. So yeah, we're doing this. This is my review commentary. I review this game, give it a 9.5.
Game is incredible.
This is one of my favorite games of the year. I know, Mitch, you feel the same.
Yep, love it.
A lot of people have played around the office, and it's one of those. Yeah, it's 6 chapters. The chapters will take you anywhere between, I would say, 15 minutes to some of them. If you get stuck in a puzzle, it will be upwards of an hour.
Yeah, but even then, it's like a really gratifying hour as you figure out, what does this do?
I turned that mask on. So you get this mask, but you turn it on and it sort of changes things. Like, well, what's missing from here? So you have to sort of look at the things that were missing.
And it's all tying back to stuff that you've already read and you don't necessarily know is there.
Yeah, and this is a great kind of game. Like, I think not since Fez have I kept a notepad next to me the whole time. And jotting down notes like a crazy person. And Mitch and I we were texting the weekend we were both playing this game, and we were both doing the exact same thing, stuck on a puzzle. So here, this is what you eventually get to the end of this chapter, and you're like, well, I don't know what this nonsense is. And so you have to realize that the answers have been there all along. So you have to go back, you have to take notes, you have to sort of play around with the environment, see what's going on. This is a pro tip right here.
Ooh.
Secret path, yo.
Secret path.
But yeah, so that's, Device 6 is unlike anything else I've ever played.
Yeah. It's the closest thing I can compare it to, and we talk about this a lot, is House of Leaves.
House of Leaves, the book by Mark Z.
Danielewski.
Yep, Danielewski's. Is that his name?
Yep, Mark Z. Danielewski.
You did that real good. It's wholly unique. It's amazing. It's, to me, sort of unforgettable.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things of the year. It's currently $4.99 on iOS.
Yes.
Mitch played on his phone. I played on my iPad.
Yeah.
Both were good experiences.
Yep, played on an iPhone 4, and I did not feel like it was inhibiting me in any way. It was great.
So, it's going to take you a few hours. The payoff at the end is wildly satisfying.
Jeez.
Yeah, right? Mitch just did that. Mitch just died a little bit. That was the lost noise. Look at that. All these statues are crying.
Spookies. This game has some atmosphere.
This game's got, it's got atmosphere. It's got spookies. I don't know. If you're a fan of, Lost, of mysteries, of good writing, of interesting, unique games, and of developers a small Swedish team who you want to make more cool games like this, absolutely buy Device 6 on iOS, please.
Yep.
9.5, IGN.com. For more, we're going to be talking more about Device 6 as Game of the Year discussion comes because it's really that good. So, for more on Device 6 and everything Simogo, stick it to IGN.
Just stick it to IGN.
No, please stay to IGN.